You and your friends, age 10, meet your adult selves from 15 years in the future. Some are surprised, others are delighted, but you. You're afraid of this person. What happened to us? I gaze upon the humans who step through the temporal disturbance to greet their younger selves with many eyes. They're recognizable, their other selves. John has the same brown hair and freckles. Nellie barely changed, besides growing taller and a little rounder. Some are surprised, others are delighted to see their older selves. Terrence frowned. Both of them. The older Terry didn't like to see his childish self after fighting so hard to overcome his flaws. The younger one didn't like the beard his older self grew out. Older me looks like a hobo. The younger me is still in a corner. Me? I curled up in the opposite corner. His eyes are wet and wide with fear. Hands in his pockets like me. Despite the drastic changes I've undergone, some things just don't change. Hey, Robert. It's me, the other Robert. He nodded without a sound. Seemed like I didn't break the awkward silence for very long before it resumed again. I took a step forward, he took a step back. Hey, I won't eat you. I don't like temporal paradoxes anyway. I grow up like this? His voice was full of trepidation. What happened to us? We transcended our mortality, I replied, before mentally slapping myself for saying words the younger me is unlikely to know. If I remembered my childhood correctly. What? I'm not human, I extended a tentacle to coil around his small hand. I'm something of a local deity, God now. People pray to us. It's kinda cool. A little freaky, but cool. You look weird, little me frowned. Can you look normal? Not anymore, I pat him on the head with a tapered tendril. That's the price to pay to get awesome powers. Show me. He grew a little less scared and more excited. I waggled a warning tentacle. Not here, kiddo. Maybe, next time, just so I'd avoid sinking this classroom into the sea. You'll see. In the sea, I forced a chuckle. But when? He grew a little whiny. Had it been only 15 years? I checked the calendar pasted on the classroom wall. When one ascends to the fifth dimension, time no longer passes linearly or in a way that's easy to track with mortal devices like a clock or watch. I honestly don't know if it will be 15 years for him. Back then, it felt like a million years to me. You'll know when you grow up, I smiled and tried to give him a hug, which he squirmed away from. Give it a little over a decade, you'll become me anyway. What if I don't want to? There was that whiny voice again. I shrugged. You could say no when the choice to ascend is given to you. What happens to you if I choose not to be you? I'll continue to exist. Your choice will simply be another branch of our multidimensional lives. Think of it like a choose-your-adventure story. Didn't we love those stories? So you're saying this squid look you have is one choice I could have made in the future? That's a choice I made. Not you. You have yet to make that choice. And you don't have to, if you don't want it, I offered hopefully, toying with my appendages. But, it's pretty great being me.